All barricades erected, area locked down.
Hello kids and kittens, and a random bin, it's Dougam here. And I'd like to formally welcome you guys to the new Modern Warfare 3 season that's happening up on YouTube as we speak. It started around the 7th of November when Machinima Respawn posted a new live 15-day or rank through all the way up to rank 80 of Commander. It's going to be fun to watch at some point, although I haven't actually sat down and watched CNNers or Hutch or the rest of the staffers over in the offices looking complete dicks on camera going click, click, click. Well, that's how I tend to play when they give me a joystick, and I'm usually moving around with the actual joystick trying to get it more motion with, even though it's not one of these motion control ones. Knife in the back. I would like to obviously highlight I'm playing Modern Warfare 3 in case you hadn't guessed. I'm also running around in Carbon. Now this is my first time in Carbon, so I have no idea what to expect from it, but according from the word go, obviously I'm told I'm a part of the African militia. Frankly, I don't think I'm dark enough to be part of the African militia. I burn too easily. It's also Domination, and I'll tell you right from the word go, now why should I say go now, it's been about a minute into the game so far, we don't win, okay? Suffice to say, we didn't capture enough capture points and keep up with appearances, even though it says winning in the bottom corner at the moment. Unfortunately, unlike Charlie Sheen, I'm not by winning. No, moving on from that, I should also tell you I'm playing with the default Grenader class. Now, this is one of the first perk calibrations you get when you actually pull up the game. It runs with the Assault Support class, I'll discuss it in a moment, but more importantly it gives you the G36C with a grenade launcher. Now, I love the G36C. I was saddened when it wasn't part of Modern Warfare 3, or likewise obviously it was too early for it to be in Black Ops, but I'm happy to see it back, and I can see this is going to be one of my most favourite guns to use. It was reliable, it had a steady sound to it, especially when you put the silencer on it. You put your UAV jammer on it and also put your dead silence on, and you can just run around a map and no one can hear you. I'm sidetracking here, that was from Core, obviously. Now, I've also been given the lovely red dot sight, which I'm not disliking, but I'm not liking, if that makes sense. Well, I prefer it more than the holographic sight. I think the holographic sight looks just too bulky and stupid, and also as soon as you activate a EMP, poof, it goes away. No, I tend to prefer the iron sights myself, but I'm working with the default class, so I'll take what I'm given. Thank you, Jimbo, for killing me again. Now, my secondary, I should say, is the PP90M1. Now, this is a gun which I've never ever come across before this game, and I hope to never ever see it again because it looks stupid. It's got that stupid cylindrical magazine. Thank you, Jimbo, for killing me once again. And also, when you then could use it and then push it, you've got to push down the pin. Now, scratchy nose. Now, ultimately, I'm just going to head around the whole aspect. Obviously, they've changed all the button layouts from my perspective again. I'm trying to swap between weapons. I end up throwing my tactical nades instead. My tactical nade on this occasion is my concussion grenade. Now, personal preferences would actually be the flashbang myself, because it actually blinds them. They can still keep on moving around like a fucking idiot. Concussion, that just stuns them a little bit. They can see what's going on at the moment, so they know exactly where you are. Obviously, it takes them a while to drag their gun across the screen. They go, bang! And then obviously, as my camera blurs out, the symbolism behind that. So I tend to prefer the flashbang myself. This could be a throwback to my old Counter-Strike days, but that is just me. Now, why can I carry those two guns? Because of my perk setup. Now, the first perk here is Scavenger. What does Scavenger do? Well, it's something quite miraculous. Every time you kill an enemy, they drop a little blue bag. Now, the idea is you can ruffle through this bag and get magazines and bullets and things that you can use in your own kit. I suppose that's what you happen to do on the battlefield. If you're in this kind of close quarters, you go and kill somebody. If you're running low on ammunition, you go see if there's anything on them you can use. Drop your gun, pick up their gun and death ammo, and you run off. But obviously, for the game itself, they've obviously included that you get an automatic resupply of any grenades you got, any flashbangs or concussions or tacticals. Basically anything that you're missing from your arsenal, you can resupply automatically. So even if he's running around with an SMG and a Stinger missile, and you're running around with an LMG and the Samoa, you can all get all his kit and you'll resupply your shit. But that's okay, we'll accept it. It's a game, okay? It's a game, very console, very arcadey, but still a game. We're here to enjoy ourselves, okay? Cool, excellent. Now, as such, that's what Scavenger allows you to do. It allows you to resupply your kit, basically. But one thing it doesn't resupply, thankfully, which I think they've picked up from Black Ops, which is one of the few bits of pieces I've noticed that people actually copied across different code from different engines, is you can't resupply your grenade launcher from the blue bags. You piece of someone. That should nerf some of the noobs out there. Though that being said, I did actually enjoy getting some direct impact shots when I actually did use the Noob 2 back on Modern Warfare 2 and Call of Duty Black Ops. But that said, it does feel like a grenade launcher has been nerfed at this end. Now, after that, obviously, we got the Overkill. That's what's allowed me to carry those 2 tactical weapons, I should say. Now, it's a throwback to the old Call of Duty 4 days. That's okay, I'm cool with that. Technically, I prefer to use the Overkill if I can't use any of the other second tier perks. Generally, what I tend to use with the Overkill is I tend to take 2 LMGs into the kill house and it's actually quicker to swap your weapon than it is to try and reload it mid-session, so swap it out. And obviously you can run off to a quiet point on the map and reload both your guns. That's like you out of the map for about 10-15 seconds, but you've just laid down a whole shitload of bullets and they're all dead. That's me cool with, so that's okay. Whether I use Overkill in this game from here on outwards, I doubt it. I accept it's a perk that been given as a default class. I don't think I'll choose to use it. And I don't foresee myself actually going to the extent of actually trying to level up all of my perks and get all the icons, all that kind of shit. I foresee myself doing the game up to about level 80 and then stopping, or level 80 and then prestige 1 and that's it. And I can't foresee myself spending lots and lots of time to this game, I'm sorry to say. Activision, you've done a nice job, it looks very nice, it looks a lot like Modern Warfare 2, I won't deny that. But I got other games I'd rather play at the moment. That's it sounds. I've got with my guildies, we've got Battlefield 3 going, which I'm liking. I'm still technically at level 10, even though I've been at that for about a week now, where I've only just got Call of Duty, and I'm already at level 10 now. So there's a little bit of difference in the learning curve, shall we say. Also, the playstyle's different. Likewise, Minecraft is also distracting me a lot as well, so I do apologise for that. Dougam has just gone up on Machinima Realm shortly. I sent it over to him and I've been told they'll go from the 14. So it's personally gone up myself on my own network. It's going on Realm shortly. Now, back to what I was discussing. Obviously, the third perk we got, which is... You could argue you shouldn't really need steady aim when you've got a gun with a red dot sight. Although, technically, given that I would just be EMP'd, now is probably the best time to start using the steady aim, okay? That said, it's 2 chains of thoughts. It's designed more for the runner and the gunner. Thank you, VG Spikes, you've killed me once again. It's designed more for the runner and the gunner, basically, in my opinion. So you just run around a corner, take the SMG, and hope one of the bullets moves to ping just right for someone's head, and that's you all done. Again, I foresee myself tending to favour one of the other perks until I can get my head round which gun works best. I think so far I'm favouring the Stalker, which allows you to move faster while you're actually aiming down the sight, so there's no need for the actual steady aim itself there. Likewise, also, I've found once I've been access to the Creator Custom class. Thank you, Bones, for killing me with your lovely little gun there. I think what I found a preference to is using the sleight of hand, which I know Fisticuffs was quite popular and favoured too. His sleight of obviously allows you to quickly reload your gun, and you don't have to worry about getting Scavenger because everyone else is going to be dead on the floor anyway, and you just pick up their gun anyway, and you just level up that gun automatically. Which is a mix of 2 thoughts about. I think I tend to say I'll take a gun from word go, and that's it. Okay. Now, obviously, there is a whole reason why you can actually have a different perk setup and different weapons configuration that I'm gonna expect to see that getting swapped out less throughout the game, because one thing I notice is as soon as you swap one of your weapon classes, that little tally you're going up on the right hand side there resets to 0. Okay. Now, obviously, this is less of an issue if you're playing as the Assault of a Specialist, but if you're as much of a noob as I am, thank you, Jimbo, for taking down some damage at last. If you're much of a noob as I am, then you'll tend to need as much support as you can, and thus you go for the support class, which even when you die, it doesn't reset. Excellent. Good idea, in my opinion. Now, obviously, as soon as you swap one of the weapon classes out, that resets to 0. Bad idea, in my opinion, but obviously how it is, you could be swapping from a support class to an assault class, you've got to start it from 0. Argument. That's the argument, I would imagine. Theorising here, obviously. Now, I'm about 9 minutes in so far. 9 minutes in. 9 minutes in, yes, good. I have to double check it. I've got 2 time tracks here, and obviously 9 minutes here doesn't mean 9 minutes there, so I do apologise for that. But effectively, as you can see, I'm coming towards the end of this game. I've just managed to finally get my first care package drop, which took me long enough to get hold of, and you watched me run around with it, so it took me until my fourth kill there. From that, obviously, I managed to get what looked like some kind of access to a Predator drone, that obviously then allowed me to fire off 4 little, so missile, Predator missile, that's what it's called. I couldn't think what it's called there, that's embarrassing. I just died again there. God damn it. It's annoying when that happens. Anywho, game is starting to wrap up to a close here. As you can see, we're on 171 to 197, and I'm just literally running around thinking, can we get this back? And then obviously realise we get to like 199. I'm thinking, no. Oh well, GG. GG. Now, my question to you guys now is, now the game's come to a close while we're watching Drifter finally get his awesome kill. Do you want a Battlefield 3 video next, or Minecraft video next, or Modern Warfare 3? Decide now. Ciao.
Dougan.